Good morning, everyone. This is Ty Creek Rock back for another exciting day here on the ARK Survival Evolved Valguero map. This is day 429 of my little adventure here, and well, I did finally tame up a glowtail. I want to level up its health just a little bit and watch it do a spin. But there's the glowtail I finally tamed up. But today is going to be moving day. I'm going to move back up to the surface world. I pretty much got all my Spinosaurs, all my Spinosaur army bred up. And I was going to try to combine all the stats of my best ones into the best Spinosaur I could make. But I still haven't accomplished that yet. I've got this 257 is the best I've got so far. It's got all the stats except for damage on it. And this is best female I've got. It's a 249 and it does have the damage. So I'm going to take those two back to the surface and hopefully combine them into one pretty soon. I want to put them all into cryopods because I am fixing to head back to the surface here. And I'm going to take these with me too. This one's got the damage stat. Both of these have the damage stats, so I'm going to breed them all three together. Hopefully get the damage into one eventually. So all these guys are going to the surface with me. And I do have one with a mutation. Out of all the Spinosaurs I've bred, this is the only one that's got a mutation so far. It has got a food mutation, so I'm going to take it up with me also. Might try to add it into my line eventually, but I don't know. Food mutation ain't much. It might add a couple of points to the total level of my Spinosaur, but it really ain't going to help nothing. This one's almost a perfect one. It is only missing the damage stat. But I don't want to stay down here no longer, so I'm just going to do this on the surface. Gotta let these grow on up. It takes a long time to grow up Spinosaurs and mate them together and get it. And I've done it many times. But these five here are the ones I'm going to use for breeding. I've already got my Spinosaur army loaded up, all the imprinted ones I'm going to use for the boss battle. They're inside my Megatherium. And here's all the Spinos, or the dinosaurs I've tamed and stuff down here. I'm going to leave all these guys down here, though, I think. I do have a Tech Raptor. But I'm going to leave them all down here. I've got a bunch of Ravengers. I am going to take one Ravager with me, because I'm going to use this guy right here to go through that temple cave with. I think it'll be the easiest way to do it. And this is my best leveled up Ravager. So I'm going to take him with me so I can get the artifacts out of the temple cave over on the other side of the swamp. And Lystro, you're going to have to sit down here with these guys and level them up while I'm gone. I'll come back eventually and feed everybody. That is my best. That's my imprinted Spino for running the Radiation Zone and my Carcanos, of course. I only ever tamed one Carcanos. I couldn't ever get motivated to tame another one. After I lost that 150, it just disappeared on me. Looks like the feeding trough's in good shape. I'll have to come back down here probably in 5 or 6 days and refill this. Maybe 10 days. But let's see. If I got everything I'm going to take, all these guys are the ones that... Those are my first two Spinosaurs. I'm just keeping them because of the first two I tamed. But these here are the ones that had the best stats. That one had the best oxygen, that one had the best health, that one had the best food, and this one had... Nope, that one had the best weight, and this one had the best food. But those are the ones I'm keeping in case I have to rebreed them at some point. And I'm also taking this Baryonyx with me. I did make up a really good saddle for this Baryonyx. I found in a blueprint for one down there in the Radiation Zone. I think it had like 61 armor or something like that. Yep, 61.1 armor. It is a journeyman one. And he's got another level up. I'm going to get him to 10k health, and then I'm probably going to start leveling up his melee damage. This guy, I need to remember, if he ain't in a cryopod, he has got to have fish meat. Just like my otter. Otters and baryonyxes have to have fish meat, and if you had a pelagornis, they also have to have fish meat. Well, guys, you're just going to have to hold down the fort, because I am fixing to leave, and all you guys are going to stay. I think I've got you all on neutral in case any raptors or ravengers or anything show up. Let's make sure. I want you to defend yourselves. Yep, I guess we're ready to go, Megatherium. Moving back to the surface world. I've got him pretty loaded down. All these cryopods full of Spinosaurs and stuff. He's carrying about 20 Spinosaurs. And I'm carrying another 5 or 6. So I don't know how he can handle that much weight, but really they just weigh half a pound inside of a cryopod, I think. Yep, half a pound. And I'm basically moving about 40 dinosaurs to the surface. But I'm looking forward to getting back in the daylight. And I'm going to have to get to hunting for another Uteranus pretty soon, because if I'm going to do the boss battles, that's one thing I need really bad right now. There's another good Uteranus tamed up. I'm still a long ways from that, though. I've still got to make saddles for all my Spinos. I've still got to go to the jungle temple and get the 2 artifacts there and go up to the Arctic and get another artifact. And then I'm not sure exactly what all tribute items I have to have, but I'll have to figure that out. I do have over 100 Spino cells, but I left them back down here at my underground base. If I do need those, I'll come back and get them. A bunch of Sarco skins also down there. But I'm sure one of the levels of the bosses I will have to have Spino cells. And they're basically impossible to get on the surface. Rarely ever see Spinosaurs up on the surface. When I first started the game, I think I seen like 3 around the lake, and then after they died, I never did see any more. Let's go, Megatherium. We got to ride that raft back to base. Then we've got to get all our Spinosaurs out and let them finish growing up. Then we've got to set up another cryo fridge and store all of our battle Spinos. And then we kind of need to figure up, we're probably going to have to make up a bunch of kibble, because we've got just a ton of Deinonychus eggs at the surface. Those will spoil if we don't eventually. I guess they'll eventually spoil. I don't know, but we need to turn them into good kibble. Because if we find us a good Uteranus, we will definitely want to kibble tame it. I've got my Megatherium loaded. Let's go, Megatherium. Seeing daylight. I think we're pretty much done with the Aberration Zone on this map, or the cave, whatever you want to call it. Except for coming back down to feed our dinosaurs occasionally. It's probably the only reason we'll come back down here. Boy, he's just froze plumb up. There we go. Yep, the only reason we'll be coming down here is to feed our dinosaurs, and we'll probably just do that through the bed system, the fast travel. Unless we need those Spinosaur cells, and then we might have to get the fast creature and run down here and grab the Spinosaur cells. I probably should have seen if I could have carried those, but they're quite heavy, and my Megatherium's pretty loaded down. So I figured I'd just not worry about those unless I actually have to have them. This could be a little dangerous right here if I get over here somewhere and something was to happen and I lose all these cryopods. I'm going to put him on passive for sure. Because you cannot jump off. He's got my whole Spinosaur army in his inventory there. Tons of cement and paste and stuff. There's about 20 Spinos and lots of fiber and hide to make saddles and polymer. I don't really know why I brought the polymer, because it won't last long enough to use it for nothing. But we're loaded up and ready to go back to our main base. And we'll probably get out and do some flying around pretty soon and see if we can see that new creature that they've added, the Tropionocus, or whatever you call it, the bird that you can make a jetpack saddle for. Probably be hard to find one, but I'll eventually get out and start looking for it. But I'm still in the Spinosaur breeding, and I need to bring my anglerfish over here and clean up on some of these pearls also, see how that goes. And I guess after I unload my Megatherium, I don't know what I'm going to do exactly. But the boat ride is quite slow back. Spinosaur is much faster. But I can't carry all this stuff on a Spinosaur. My best Spinosaur carrying weight's only like 600 pounds. Megatherium can carry double what a Spinosaur can. Yep, looking forward to moving back to my base. Didn't realize how brightly purple my Megatherium was from that dino candy down there in the Aberration Zone. You can't hardly see bright colors down there. They're not good anyway. Let's get back to our main base. Wish this boat was quite faster. Might wind up making me one of those faster boats eventually. One that runs on gasoline. I forget what they're even called now. But that'll be much later on if I even decide to ever mess with it. I think the first thing I'm going to do is throw out one of my Spinosaurs, and then I'm going to set up another cryo fridge to keep my boss battle Spinos in. We're almost back to base. If it's still there, it should be right directly in front of us. It ain't there right now, but it should load in here in a minute. Let's hope a Giga or something didn't get over here and destroy it or something. I'm sure it didn't. I don't think anything spawns on this little island. The only creatures I've ever even seen over here, I seen a Pelagornis over here one time, and a pterodactyl flew over there once, a pteranodon. Other than that, I haven't even seen any creatures on this island. So I think it's quite safe. Where am I going to park my boat at? I might park it on this side, but I think I want it over the other side. I think I'm going to put all my T-Rexes up because I think the T-Rex breeding is over with. I don't think I'm going to mess with those anymore. Unless I come across some really good ones out in the wild to tame pretty soon. Ain't much looking like that's going to happen though. And we'll only ever manage to see if we can turn this boat around here. Oh, right there is probably good. Okay, Megatherium, you're going inside, I think, because you've got all the stuff on you. If I can even get you through the front door here, there's probably too much stuff in the way. Yep, I got you in here. Okay, let's start unloading stuff. I got some kibble and stuff I need to store up before it spoils, and some prime fish meat, of course. I brought that with me. I think I've got just about every type of kibble now except for the good stuff. Why is there egg in here is what I'm wondering. Oh, I am down to only 11 Lazarus chowder, so I might have to make a bunch of that. I've got some fish meat I need to put up. Not much of that either. I need to get out here and drop one of my Spinosaurs. Because I'll have to wait on the cooldown timer on them. Let's see, Rexes, you're kind of in the way. Guess I'm going to put these two baby ones out, and then I'm going to put all the Rexes up into cryopods. Yep, I didn't think I had room for that. Rexogen's taking up a lot of space. Okay, let's cryopod up these Rexes. I did make up a lot of cryopods while I was down there, because it's kind of easy to get polymer down there, so it was a good place to make. Why did that not work? Oh, I know, the Spinosaur's messing with me. Spinosaur, watch him, he's going back in a cryopod. You better not. Stuck your face down there and got in that cryopod. And I'm going to hatch out that other fire wyvern pretty soon too, maybe. Got a lot of stuff to do up here at the base now, since I got these Spinosaurs and stuff ready to go. Well, it'll take me a while. I don't know if that Spinosaur's close enough to the feed trough or not. Fix that if he ain't. Does not appear to be. How many Rexes do I have? About 6 or 7 out here, don't I? I was going to try to breed me up a Rex army, but it just wasn't going to work for me. Just didn't have the good stock for it. That's on the Rex and not the wyvern. Okay, we're good. Okay, we've got our wyverns. Spino, how far from the trough are you? He's wanting to be fed for imprint, but I'm not going to do it because he's just going to be a breeder. Whoa, far enough. Now we need to get out the other baby one, let it finish growing up. We need to check that feed trough too really quickly because it's probably running out. Okay, where's my other baby Spinosaur at? It ain't that one. There it is. There's my two baby ones. Might as well let them grow up before I worry about putting any of the other ones out. I've got to check the feeding trough because they're probably going to just blow through all the food in the feeding trough. Pretty much gone. Yep, look at the Deinonychus eggs. They are stacked 3 high. Ain't this crazy? I've got to make up a bunch of Lazarus chowder and go get a bunch of honey. It's going to be a while before I can get ready for that, though. Sergeant Fury, you got any meat on you? You're probably empty. You've got a bunch of junk on you. And I kind of need to put up. There's a bunch of eggs that I have already got almost ready to hatch that I don't know if I'm ever going to hatch, allosaurs and stuff. Don't know if I'll ever hatch them or not. Let's load up the feeding trough. This is going to be a episode of just arranging stuff, I think, because there ain't much I can do other than just get all this stuff straightened up. Get all these cryopods set up in a cryo fridge. And all my Spinosaurs that I'm breeding, need to get all them out. Still got 100 seconds on my cooldown timer for that, though. Let's go see what we can do here. Bet Malastro, Joy. The other one's named Jury, wasn't it? I couldn't remember. Yep, named the other one Jury. Which one of these has got the T-Rexes in it? This has got allosaurs. That's got one Rex in it. I guess I'm going to put all my Rexes and stuff in here. And all my anglerfish and all my eels. And my Ravager's in there, so I need to remember where he's at. And I'm going to set up another cryo fridge right here. So I'm going to have to keep my Spino army somewhere, and this will probably be where it's going to go. I guess that looks pretty good. Yep, it'll have to do. Okay, my cooldown timer's down. Let's set out another Spino. Guess it doesn't really matter which one I put out this time. I guess you've got my wyvern pinned in. I hadn't rode one of these in a while. Sure seems odd. If we can land him on the roof. Seems I've got a bunch of wyverns up here, a bunch of Argentavises up here. I forgot all about that. I guess I want to park him up here so I have a little extra room. And I need to see what I can do with this one here. Can you get out of here? Yep. I'm gonna have to learn how to fly again. I haven't flown in forever. Park him way over here. Hopefully he can reach a feeding trough. If I snake him right in here, maybe he can. That should work, I hope. Let's check him out here, see if he's getting food. Yep, looks good. I probably should put most of these dinos into cryopods, but I'm still breeding Argentavises and Deinonychus eggs for kibble. And I'm going to be doing Spinosaurs now. See if this one is in range of the feeding trough. Yeah, you are. I've got to get out another one here in a minute. You about bit me there, buddy. How much you like growing up. Can't really breed no more Spinosaurs until them grow up. And I like 34 seconds to put out another one. Need to put a bunch of stuff up, but I just don't have no chest space. I'm going to have to start clearing some chests, I think. I'll do that later, though. I'm not going to do that on camera. I'm going to put these black pearls in there. I did get one black pearl the whole time I was down there in the Aberration Zone. I got it from a trilobite. I've got a whopping total of 9 black pearls. Looks like I can throw out another cryopod now. Let's do that. Put one right here, I guess. And we better go check the feeding trough, because all these guys out here now will be eating through it. These are all my mutated Argentavises. I've got a lot of mutations on Argentavises. I'm going to try to eventually put all those together. If I can even remember what I've got on them. It's been such a long time, I'm going to have a hard time remembering. And let's see here. I'm going to put all these glow sticks on my Argentavis. So I might use those in that temple cave. Kind of thinking about taking some of these with me. And I'm going to put this stuff up. I don't know why it's even in here. But there is a 201 pump action shotgun blueprint. What's the one I'm actually using? It is a 211, so the one I'm using is slightly better. Let's put this over here in one of these things, and we might craft and skill up a pump action shotgun or something. I don't know. There's a 172, but this is definitely better. Durability's 827, 900 on the lower level one. The lower level one's got more durability, but that ain't what I'm looking for. Cement and paste, polymer. Stuff it takes to repair mine. Mine's got 976 durability. I'm going to have to move a bunch of Argentavises over here, I think, in order to have enough crafting space to craft these Spinosaur saddles with. So it's going to take a lot of space. I'm going to try to make at least 15 saddles, maybe 20. I'm going to try to stick the other Spino right here. This other one has a food mutation, so I'm probably not going to use it for breeding right away. Still 50 seconds away though before I can deploy it. I know what I can do though. I can make up a ton of cement and paste. So I brought up a lot of materials. Let's go dump this cryopod, and then I need to transfer all my other Spinosaurs into that cryo fridge. Like I said, I have 20 imprinted ones. They're not as good as these out here, but they're pretty close. I think they'll be good enough for the Gamma boss. I don't know if they'll be able to handle the Beta boss or not. We'll just have to see when we get to that point. And I'm going to go over here and check, see what I need for my saddle. I'm thinking it's going to take a whole smithy just to make one saddle. because it takes a lot of materials. Yep, takes 683 cement and paste, 3,039 fiber, 5,774 hide, and 379 pearls. So let's see if we can get enough cement and paste in here. I'm curious if I can even move this. I cannot move the metal out of there because these saddles do not require metal. I'm going to try to get everything in here I need to make a saddle, and then I'm going to set all these smithies up. Then I'm probably going to bring about a dozen Argentavises in here so I can just make all them saddles all at once with a mind wipe tonic and do the crafting skill thing on them. It's going to be crazy when I get ready to do it. I'll have to have all the materials ready though, because when I do the crafting skill thing I won't be able to move. I will not be able to move. I'll be stuck in my tracks. What do I need? I still need another 100 and something cement paste in here. And pearls, of course. And now we need to transfer all those cryopods into that cryo fridge. Here's my Spino army. Exactly 20 of them. Keep them all right here. Hopefully they will level up a little bit while they're in the cryo fridge. Go ahead and throw my empty cryopods in here too. Okay, now what do I need to do next? I'm thinking I'm going to get my otter back out because I am going to go get some artifacts at some point. And I will need my otter. Come on off my shoulder. Oh, I've got a cryopod. Don't know what I'm thinking. I thought he was on my shoulder, but right there is where he's actually at. And I will need some fish meat for him. And I did bring one copy of the artifact of the gatekeeper with me, so I could probably stick that up right quick. Do I have any artifact pedestals left? I don't know, and I don't know where they would even be at if I had them. Yeah, there they are. Back to the gatekeeper. We haven't done that yet. Pick up my little otter guy, because we're going to go get some more artifacts pretty soon. This is probably not going to look the greatest, because I should have put all these real close together and I would have had more room up here. So now I'm going to have to place one behind behind the cooking stove. There's 3 more left after this one. Three more artifacts. There's what Artifact of the Gatekeeper looks like. Boy, it rides up high. I wish that one would go up a little bit higher. Wish they all went the same height. That kind of looks bad with those real low ones and then the real high ones. But there's the Artifact of the Gatekeeper. Let's go see how our Spinosaurs are doing outside. See if our feeding trough is good and if these baby ones are about grown up yet. No, they like quite a bit actually. There's an Argentavis egg. Should I bother picking that up? I guess I will, because I'll probably make some other kibbles. Feeding trough looking alright. See if they spark powder still in all my boxes. Not much. Okay, we've got to dump some stuff here. Argentavis, I guess you're going to have to hold. Well, I may use you. Check my gasoline situation. Yeah, we're in pretty good shape on gasoline. Since we had extra up here. But I should keep it all together. I'm going to put a little bit of meat on my Argentavis because I think we might just, if we got time, we might fly over and grab us another artifact today. I don't know. Thinking about it. It is 1800 hours. Well, we don't really have time to do that, I don't think. Put this stuff on, dump a few things in the Megatherium, and I think we are going to just fly over and try to grab that Arctic artifact that I seen on another YouTuber's channel. About to say, why have I still got a cryopod? But it's because I threw that otter out of one. Stick that in here. It is 1800 hours, so I think I'm going to do a little quick trip over to the Arctic and see if I can find that artifact over there. I don't even know what the name of it is. Take Sergeant Fury out for a flight. It's sure been a while. It's going to seem really odd flying. I've got so much stuff to do around base, it'll just have to wait. And I probably should have took the Wyvern because it would have got over here really quick. But I kind of feel safer on Argentavis though. Let's see if we can find that artifact. Been a long time since I even flew anything, so this really seems strange. Heading for that blue obelisk. There's supposed to be a little cave right before you get there with the artifact in it. It's one of the ones I still don't have. So I'm going to try to collect a copy of that today. And then I'll just like the two in the jungle temple after that. go Sergeant Fury. I should have put a dino candy on him. I didn't think about it though. Too big a rush. It's getting dark and I was wanting to get over here before it got dark. There's my first base I set up. It's not much of it really there. This little valley here was just full of sheep and tracks when I first come over here, but it looks like only one track over here now. And I did set up a Rex taming pen over here also. I think I might have tamed one Rex in it. Maybe two. Don't even remember. Yeah, Sergeant Fury's kind of slow. I should have brought a wyvern over here. There's a mammoth fighting something. Dire wolves. I'm going to have to get used to flying again pretty soon here. Sun's a setting on me and I've got to get my stamina back. I want to find this cave before it gets dark. Them glow sticks are quite heavy. I probably shouldn't have carried them over here. But Sergeant Fury's got pretty good carrying capacity though, so it doesn't really matter. And hopefully my otter will keep me from getting cold. I did bring my otter with me. I actually think it's supposed to be right down below this little ledge right here. I did see another YouTuber do this. I hear a Uteranus and I really need to find a good female Uteranus. Maybe I'll work at that tomorrow some. Okay, where's the cave at? I was thinking right here, but I don't see it. Dire wolf. Oh, great. Hadn't had that happen in a long time. Let's hope I can get loose from it before it gets me a second time. Come on, Sergeant Fury, come out of this. Let's get up out of here so he can't hit us again. Where's it at? And I do not see that cave. Must be down below this ledge down here. But I've got to look out for stupid Uteranus now. Let's get up here and get her stamina back. See if we can figure out where the Uteranus is. It was obviously close enough to set me into fear mode. I just do not see it. I don't see that cave either. It's supposed to be right under this rock here, ain't it? I would like to find this. Yep, there's the Ute. Finally spotted him. Level 50 male Yeti. Let's just get rid of him before he gives me a lot of trouble. Come on, face away from me a minute so I can kill you. Wow, this is being difficult, ain't you? Okay, let's find this cave before we give up today. There's another Yeti right there. Boy. And I'm not seeing the cave. We'll have to do this in the daylight, I think. So we'll probably have to give it up. Can't spot it in the dark. I'm going to find a landing spot here. Yep. Wow, how did you get up here? Yep, I think I'm just going to go ahead and end this video off. I can't seem to find that cave, and it's dark, and I can't see a thing. Right there is the blue obelisk. But anyway, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And thanks again for watching. This is Ty Creek Rock and Sergeant Fury out at the blue obelisk, signing out.